But for now, the league table can wait.
There's a lot of teams in 1, 2 points, 3 points, so it's not very important. The most important thing for me is to be consistent in our results, and at the end, if you are consistent, you will be high up in the table.
After 8 games, Chelsea already have 5 points more than this time last year, along with 9 extra goals. Jose Mourinho's work over the summer is paying off. This season's squad looks like one of the strongest yet at Stamford Bridge.
We had another year together, and obviously in the summer we've strengthened again. So I'd say, if you're asking me that, I think there's been changes, but I certainly feel that we're very strong now, and again, added from last season.
Diego Costa's been a big influence on Chelsea's new attacking style. Having faced him in the Champions League last season, Cahill isn't surprised how quickly the new man has settled in.
I think me and John tried to rough him up a little bit and give us as much as we give him, so I kind of thought, okay, this guy's generally got a bit of everything, and now playing with him, obviously I can see he has. So when people ask me about his strengths, I just kind of say generally everything. You know, he's good in the air, good on the floor, and he's aggressive.
This week marks 10 years since the end of the great Arsenal Invincible team's unbeaten record, and with Mourinho's side looking so strong, many are asking if they can emulate that side's achievements and remain undefeated for the entire season.
I don't like to talk too much, I don't think. I think, can we? As a team, we know we're strong and we're confident, but at the same time, we're not arrogant, we look to work hard, and I think, come and see me at the end of the season and we'll talk then.
The next few weeks will have a big impact on whether Chelsea can keep this run going, with trips to Liverpool and Manchester United among their next 3 league games. Mourinho will be confident his squad are up to the challenge.
I worked for 3 days on this great algorithm.
You got lost in the numbers and you forgot to pay the electric bill.
We have a combined IQ of 700.
We're a million miles from normal.
Brilliant minds working at half capacity. You want to do something meaningful, here's your chance. Without your help, those planes fall from the sky.
Calculate the kilowatts. I need
500,000 kilowatts.
All right. You're gonna have to trust me. This is our only chance.
Scorpion, 9 Monday on City.
Where some see a story, Sportsnet.ca insiders see an opportunity. Uncovering truths that put a unique lens on the world of sports. Off-the-wall writing by award-winning scribes, distinguished journalists, critically acclaimed authors, shaped by opinion and expertise. Canada's deepest roster of sports writers, The Insiders, on Sportsnet.ca.
The best of WWE Network is now available to all service providers across Canada in the new NetPack subscription package. Enjoy all 12 WWE pay-per-views live, plus original series, live in-ring action, and more for only $11.99 a month. Available 7 days a week on Rogers Channel 512. Not a Rogers customer? Call your local service provider and let them know you want it. Or go to WWE.com for more details.
The words that started it all. Hockey Night in Canada, a Canadian tradition. A place where we've watched young stars become legends. Hockey Night in Canada returns for its 62nd season on more channels with more choice than ever before. Every week, choose from up to 7 nationally televised games. Hockey Night in Canada. The tradition continues.
Fresh off a thrilling stoppage-time victory over QPR. Steven Gerrard and Liverpool aim to remain in the top 5 as they go up against Hull City. The BPL on Sportsnet, Saturday.
Take that blistering pace of a few months ago. Delighted to be able to report that it's bone dry by the North Sea this evening. Aberdeen have made a goalkeeping change. There's a Premiership debut for Scott Brown. He comes in for Jamie Langfield. A couple of outfield switches from last week's reverse at Hamilton. Niall McGinn and Peter Pawlett referred to Barry Robson and Adam Rooney, who dropped to the Dons bench. Motherwell, on the back of a 3-1 defeat at home to Dundee, have Stevie Hamill fit again. Craig Reid, the goal-scoring hero at Pittodrie in May, starts, as do Fraser Kerr and Josh Law, the brother of Nicky. Mark O'Brien, Lionel Ainsworth and Jack Leach are substitutes. Ian Vigurs is unwell. Gary, tactical tweaks from both teams.
As the guys were saying, Aberdeen back to the tried and trusted 4-2-3-1. I think it suits the personnel, allowing McGinn, Paul and Hayes to go and join Goodwillie. Motherwell again, they're going to go 3-5-2. I think the 3 will become a 5 when they're out of possession, but who's going to provide the spark for Motherwell?
So just about ready for the off. Derek McInnes in his 70th game as Aberdeen manager. He was brutally honest about the Dons' failings at New Douglas Park a week ago. An improvement most certainly required. Big night for this man, Scott Brown. With 282 appearances for Cheltenham in 9 years at the club. Moved to the Granite City in the summer. Stuart McCall has never lost at Pittodrie as a manager. Pressure very much on Motherwell to arrest a poor run of form. Just 1 win in 10 matches in all competitions. The referee is Crawford Allen. He's about to sound this Friday night contest into action. I'll say the pitch looks absolutely magnificent. There's a brisk wind for the players to deal with. Could be problematic. It will be Motherwell to kick off. With Lasley, Josh Law hovering over the ball. 2 of Scotland's European standard bearers in midsummer, now hoping for an upturn in fortunes in late autumn. Aberdeen and Motherwell 6th and 11th in the Scottish Premiership table respectively. Gary, what are you expecting tonight?
Yeah, both teams are struggling for form. I thought Aberdeen were particularly poor against Hamilton, maybe doing Hamilton a disservice. I thought they were excellent. Motherwell just conceding too many goals. I think with the back 3 becoming a back 5 when they're not in possession just gives them a little bit of stability, a bit of strength and numbers at the back. We need to see the ball being passed.
It is Andrew Considine at left back for Aberdeen this evening, with Mark Reynolds, the former Motherwell player, in central defence. Didn't really work for Aberdeen away to the leaders Hamilton last time out. Dan Twardzik is in goal for Motherwell, which used to be with the Dons, didn't ever make a senior appearance. High header by Considine. John Sutton, too long, too strong for Henrik Oyama. Oyama, who was on target in the defeat at the hands of Dundee. First goal of the season, and this is second spell with the club.
Yeah, I think the Motherwell fans will be pleased to see him on the score sheet. His previous time at Motherwell was excellent. Such a willing worker and a great foil for Sutton.
Ryan Jack for Aberdeen. Shaylin Logan is the right back. Niall McGinn, the starting 11 tonight. Johnny Hayes buzzing forward, and he's got the break of the ball. Hayes, what an explosive start for the men in red. A goal inside 2 minutes. Johnny Hayes kept his cool. It's what the Aberdeen fans wanted to see. It's what Motherwell desperately wanted to avoid.
Well, it's some clever play. It's lovely one-touch passing by Aberdeen. They want the 1-2. It breaks nicely for Hayes. He's nice and strong, and it's a good finish at the end. And Motherwell just torn apart too simply. It's clever one-touch football. Shows a bit of strength, and it's a good finish. And what a dream start.
Well, it was a neat passage of play from Aberdeen, and Johnny Hayes at the tail end of that excellent move. His 3rd goal of the campaign. It's his 3rd goal as an Aberdeen player against Motherwell.
Oh, it just looked all so easy. It just opened up. A clever little phase of play, a couple of 1-2s. Stuart McCall he won't be heartened by that.
Aberdeen, remember, have a truly dismal recent home record against the Steelmen. No wins in 9 at Pittodrie. The 19th of November 2008, the last time they prevailed. But they've got an early leg up on their opponents. Ash Taylor came in for quite a bit of criticism for his performance last week. Former Tranmere defender. His 9th successive start.
Yeah, I don't think the surface suited Ash Taylor the other night on the 3G. The tall player.
It's going to be Florenzic's ball. Stevie Hamill. Fit again. What a Motherwell servant he has been. 32 years of age. Oyama. From Estonia, trying to outpace Reynolds.
There's not many can outpace Reynolds. Oyama trying to get the outside of Mark Reynolds. Good pace shown by the Aberdeen centre-back.
Andrew Considine. His testimonial here, big testimonial dinner is coming up. Scott Brown. A bit of a mystery man as far as Aberdeen supporters are concerned. Has appeared once. He's in the League Cup. 4-0 win against Livingston back on the 23rd of September. This is his first taste of what the Scottish Premiership is all about. It was Scott Brown who began the move. Culminated in the goal scored by Johnny Hayes. David Goodwillie on the receiving end here, Guy.
Just Hamill goes through the back, just a little bit late. Just catches him on the ankle, Goodwillie.
So Brown released the ball. We reckon it was 12 passes later that Hayes hit the back of the net. It's a lively start from Johnny Hayes. Didn't miss by all that much.
Yeah, again Johnny Hayes giving away from this left side, getting himself more central. Nice little burst of pace, wriggles free. He's just trying to dig this up to the back post, doesn't quite get enough on it.
True entertainer. A man from Dublin. 12th goal of his Aberdeen career.
I think Derek McGuinness will be happy with the fact that he got away, he freed himself from this left-hand side so early in the game and got himself central, bursting through to score the goal. Pete
Lasley is going to leave it. Simon Ramsden in position. And Derek McGuinness delighted with the start Aberdeen have made. Aberdeen's fastest goal of the season so far.
Yeah, and they walked it through the thirds of the field. Some slick one-touch passing. But it was just all so easy. Motherwell just were carved open.
Seven players, including goalkeeper Scott Brown, involved in that sweet Jones move. At the end of it, Hayes said thank you very much.
I think it's just the reaction that Derek McInnes wanted. They took a little bit of criticism after their performance at Hamilton, but that was slick.
Here's Hayes. To feed it in. Taylor, one of the tall targets.
Yeah, just arrives here at Johnny Hayes. He finishes with his weaker foot. Stayed nice and composed, showed a bit of strength.
He's highly versatile, Hayes. We've seen him at left back before. Much higher up the pitch here at Pittodrie this evening. Aberdeen reverting to their old formation, if you want to call it that, in recent games. It's been two up front, Goodwillie and Rooney. Just Goodwillie tonight. The three creative players behind him: McGinn, Paulett and Hayes. Here's McGinn. He's trying to get the better of Oyama. Forward by Considine. Minutes gone, Motherwell haven't got going, Guy.
No, they haven't got going. They can't get touches of the ball. You know, just going back to this tactical shape that McInnes has employed tonight, I just think with the personnel, they seem to just slip into these areas more comfortably than a straightforward 4-4-2. I just think Pollitt looks good in that area behind the striker. Johnny Hayes can come in off the left. McGinn's got a little bit of freedom. It's just a better fit.
The Flood's pass. Pollitt couldn't quite get there. Reid at Fox, away goes David Goodwillie, and he has a go himself. McGinn wanted it played to him. Options there for Goodwillie.
Yeah, it's the cleverness of Pollitt. It's a deft pass, nicely weighted. Goodwillie's only got one thing in his mind, as you can expect from the selfish striker. I like to see that.
Shay Logan, came through the Manchester City Academy, joined Aberdeen on loan from Brentford middle of last season, but permanent signing during the summer. Hamill, Oyama just dishing it off to Zane Francis Angol. So to get forward, there's the opportunity to do so here. Motherwell looked as though they might be onto something. Fraser Kerr, corner.
That was better from Motherwell. Goal breaking forward.
Lasley and Law, just about side by side. Josh Law, the deflection of Willow Flood.
Aberdeen just a little bit slow to react to the short free corner kick.
Playing towards the beach end goal, the shadow of the Richard Donald stand. Josh Law and Brown trying to claim it. No whistle. Back in by Law. Oh, and it wasn't all that far away. So close, McManus letting rip.
Yeah, McManus off his weaker foot there. Scott Brown just looked a little bit uncomfortable with the challenge from Sutton. Motherwell keep it alive. It falls to McManus. There's a swing with his weaker foot, just can't keep it down. There's a chance.
Stephen McManus, defensive anchor, but they're in the attacking position at the set piece. Something for Derek McInnes and Aberdeen to think about. Stuart McCall's side trailing here in the northeast tonight. If Brown thought there was going to be a free kick awarded to Aberdeen.
I think he was waiting for a whistle.
Quick steps of Oyama. Taylor away towards David Goodwillie. The spins off Zane Francis Angol, former Tottenham trainee. Goodwillie shielding it. Logan, general direction of McGinn. Good shot from the Aberdeen supporters. Passed off Lasley, here's Law. Reid now. Ramsden. Here's Kerr. Johnny Hayes for company. It's brushed off Hayes. Aberdeen, by the way, have conceded 9 goals in their last 4 games. So plenty of free scoring performances from the Dons, though, during that time. Goals drying up last week at Hamilton. It's by Kerr for Reid. Wants to bundle the ball over the line on the 11th of May here at Pittodrie.
Amazing finish to the game that was. Very scrappy game, as Gordon Strachan was telling us before the game. It's just an amazing ending.
Johnny Hayes is about to take it. Still the job will fall to Andrew Considine. Peter Pawlett. A bit of keepy-uppy. John Sutton. Now Stephen McManus. Direct approach favoured by Hamill. Yama together with Taylor. See a bite about the challenge from Ash Taylor. And a set-piece opportunity for Motherwell.
Yeah, it was a good spin into the corner by Oyama, just spinning away from Taylor. I think he can get a little bit of joy there.
Taken by Law, and off the head of Considine. Corner from the right-hand side this time for the Steelmen. Josh Law to swing that one away. McGinn. We had Ryan Jack making the dash forward. Motherwell looking to plot a route back into this game. Conceding inside 2 minutes. Johnny Hayes with the 1 goal of record for Aberdeen.
And they're pressing Motherwell, a few corners. They've been getting their wing backs forward. Kerr and Angol.
Skewed by Logan. While McGinn there. This is his 100th Aberdeen appearance in all competitions. There's been a bit of a dispute about that figure, but it was confirmed earlier. Hamill. Robbed to the ball. Now David Goodwillie. He's running straight into McManus. There's Keith Lasley. Nothing wrong with the idea by Lasley. Kerr. To double D clutch. Turned out a play by Hayes. So he did a bit of backtracking.
Yeah, good backtracking. Good switch of play by Lasley. Again, Fraser Kerr getting high up the pitch. Young back's got to get up there, get some crosses in.
Simon Ramsden tasked with taking the throw. Winding himself up for the longish one. Willow Flood. Dropped for Keith Lasley. There's Logan. As coolly as you like.
Yeah, nice calmness there. Shea Logan just chasing it back to his keeper.
In the last 5 minutes, Motherwell have seen plenty of the ball, Gary.
Yeah, as I was saying, they're just making some passes in the middle of the park. You know, the wing backs have got themselves high up the pitch. It's just a horrible start for Stewart.
They've lost 3 on the trot, Motherwell. David Goodwillie. Back to Logan, McGinn and Flood. And the chase back this time for Hayes. To go on a mazy run with the ball at his feet. Johnny Hayes. It's a penetrating ball. Niall McGinn. And he took a swing at it inside the penalty area.
I think this is exactly what Johnny Hayes brings to the party. He's always very positive as a player. Driving forward the defenders, he whips it in. McGinn just tries to sweep it in. Loads of industry. Always positive in the final third.
Adam Rooney, Barry Robson having to be content with places on the bench tonight. Just Barry Robson has found his favourite pair of boots. I bumped into him earlier in the vicinity of the boot room and he was of a mind that somebody had pinched them.
Yeah, he's very basic, Baz. Black and white boots, old school.
Taylor gives it to Considine. Mark Reynolds, who was born not very far away from Fir Park. Not so much his time with Motherwell. Ramsden for Lasley. It's often the target of the Boo Boys. Keith Lasley, not Motherwell Boo Boys, I should hasten to add. Fans of other clubs. Actually a sign that he's doing something right.
I think that's a sign of respect. I'm sure Keith enjoys it. He loves a challenge.
St Francis Angle did well for Motherwell. Here's Oyama. Not quite as impressive. And Peter Paulett. Logan. Just a little bit behind Ryan Jack. There's a Kerr running onto it. Aberdeen having to react. An ordinary pass by Kerr, however. Taylor. Todzic. McManus.
Both teams there just guilty of giving the ball away just a little bit too cheaply. A bit more composure needed.
Lasley. Ramsden. There's a Kerr, and that was painful for Johnny Hayes. Ouch.
I think you might need to count them.
Well, you said it, Gary. Johnny Hayes in distress. Put out on the referee, just having a look. He's going to be shaken up after this.
He's back doing his defensive duties here. Kerr just tries to whip it in. Oh, and that's got to hurt.
What can Motherwell conjure here? Law and surely. Opportunity once again. Ramsden this time. Another of the defenders up for the dead ball situation.
Yeah, it's just driven up to the back post. He rises above Shea Logan at the back post. Could he have directed it down? Just couldn't get above it.
Encouragement for Stuart McCall. Motherwell clawing their way back here, and Derek McInnes with one or two things to sort out defensively.
Yeah, but there's a series of corner kicks. They've got their wing backs up there. And the spare centre backs on that occasion. Ramsden getting forward.
Play continues here. Ryan Jack. Born and brought up here in the Granite City. Hayes. And McGinn. Most of the Motherwell players have dropped off. Jack. Shimmy by David Goodwillie. Back to McGinn. Tries again. Northern Ireland international. Recently for his country in the win over the Faroe Islands. Hayes. And followed by Kerr. Jack. And David Goodwillie. Sliding in went Keith Lasley, who came up with the ball.
Yeah, difficult for Aberdeen there, coming up against the line of five and then the three in front.
And Jack. Was bold midfield play. Managed to win it cleanly. Willow Flood. Logan and McGinn. Trying to get back towards David Goodwillie. Sutton. They've been trying to win the battles in midfield. Goodwillie wasn't quite right for him. Todzic was there. Midway through the first half, Aberdeen 1. Motherwell 0 here at Pittodrie.
Aberdeen just having to show a degree of patience there. Motherwell getting plenty of bodies behind the ball. And again, trying to make a bit of progress. It's going
It'll be a Motherwell throw. Ramsden. And Law using Hamill. St. Francis Angol presents Antigua and Barbuda at international level. CONCACAF. Taylor. Right beside the Batodri tunnel. Which can come in handy if you want a long run-up. We've seen that time and again over the years. St. Francis Angol oblivious to that. He doesn't need that run-up. Oyama. Jack. Sprinted forward by Shea Logan. Good Willie. He's on his own essentially. Crowd of Motherwell players around him. Josh Law. St. Francis Angol. He's up against Logan. Peter Paulett. The confidence to take on Reid. Good Willie.
Yeah, Peter Paulett just showing a little bit of turbo there. Great pace. Just to get himself away from Reid.
And Johnny Hayes. To play it into the stride of Niall McGinn. Hayes. Off the roof of the Mackland stand. Not quite what he had in mind.
No, he's been really busy tonight though. Just shows the confidence he's got. Getting outside his left foot, having a crack.
Friday night here in the Granite City. Twardzic helping the Motherwell cause with that effort. Rasley. It's in on Willow Flood. Such a driven player, Flood. It's his 45th start in the last 46 Aberdeen matches. Considine. Now Reynolds. It's cleverly done. Space really opening up for Willow Flood. Still the Irishman. Designs on giving it to David Goodwillie. Jack now. Hayes. Aberdeen playing with the system that suited them so well for most of last season. Hayes, and here's Ryan Jack trying to create an angle, fielded by Twardzic.
That's another example why the shape works so well. They're very fluent. There's Ryan Jack getting himself forward, and then Paulett's got to get back into his space. I think they rotate it nicely.
Josh Law. I'm sure his brother Nicky is watching with a good deal of interest. Former Motherwell player. His second season with Rangers. Of course, it's quite the footballing family. Nicky Law Senior, the manager of Alfreton Town, where Josh Law used to play. Alfreton Town of the conference in England. Reid. It's going to be an Aberdeen free kick in favour of Ash Taylor.
The big centre back did well there, just nicking in front, winning the free kick.
If you have just come in, Scott Brown is the Aberdeen goalkeeper tonight. His first Scottish Premiership appearance. Jenny Langfield is on the bench. No injury there. Derek McInnes say that he felt Brown deserved his chance. He's been toiling away in training, appeared just the once in the League Cup prior to tonight.
Yeah, he's shown patience. Derek thinks he deserves his chance. Very rare that managers change keepers. Take this opportunity.
important games coming up for Aberdeen. Of course, their next challenge will involve Hamilton Accies again, this time in the League Cup. Aberdeen were well beaten in Lanarkshire last week, 7 nights ago. The league game after that will be in Dingwall against Ross County. It's on Monday week. Covered by Taylor. Plenty of distance, not quite the desired accuracy. Well, we did wonder what system Stuart McCall would go with. As we always suspected, didn't we, that he'd be influenced by what worked for him here at Pittodrie back in May, Gary?
Yeah, no, so no surprises you go into the 3. They have shown a bit of adventure, getting the wing backs forward.
St Francis Angol, one of the wing backs, so he thought it was going to be a Motherwell ball.
Angol putting Logan under pressure. Looked as if it was the Aberdeen right back who pushes the ball over the line here. The Essex comes off his knee. It's a Motherwell corner.
It's over the head of David Goodwillie. Let us quickly remind you that coming up tomorrow from mid... Just having a word with Stephen McManus.
There's a couple of times Stevens tries to come and win the ball, he's no right to. Just goes through the back of Peter Pollock. There's no need, he's got to stand up and defend.
Hey, be aware.
McGinn is directing the traffic there. It's finally taken by Flood, and here's Hayes. Spinning into the path of Jack. Logan. It was brought down more than decently. However, the flag was up. And Taylor was of a mind to fire it towards goal.
As Ash Taylor pulls away for the diagonal. There's a couple of Aberdeen players there, he's just on line. And Goodwillie's offside in the centre.
Twardzic, former Dundee, former Aberdeen goalkeeper, came through the youth ranks at Bayern Munich. Tigerish challenge there by Lasley. Just so David Goodwillie is moving a little bit gingerly.
The problem is his left knee that he's just reaching for there.
It's one Aberdeen are monitoring. Oyama just running out of green space. It'll be Hibernian against Hearts, the second Edinburgh derby of the season. It's coming up on Sunday. Action from the Scottish. See all the goals, all the highlights, all the meaningful moments in our SPFL roundup programme. That's coming. It certainly hasn't been 100% comfortable for Aberdeen, talking particularly about defending at set pieces. Motherwell have had their moments, but the early goal by Johnny Hayes separating these two. This gives it straight to Reid.
It's been a decent response by Motherwell to push everybody up another 5-10 yards, I feel.
Willow Flood right on top of Josh Law. A good Willie. Aberdeen had been missing that sort of player. Willow Flood brings tenacity to the table. His second season with the club now. McInnes was very keen to have him on board. Hayes together with Kerr. There's a Kerr who originally came through the Motherwell youth ranks, went off to Birmingham for a spell. Back with Motherwell now.
It's a good little battle just below us here. Hayes has been influential. And Kerr has got himself forward on several occasions, getting some balls in the box.
Motherwell haven't really been able to get the ball to in the run of play is John Sutton.
I feel Yama's not caused Taylor enough problems as well. Nullified Motherwell's strike force.
Oyama on loan from Legia Warsaw. As a substitute for Estonia recently in their 1-0 defeat at the hands of England in European Championship qualifying. Stephen McManus, the former Celtic captain. Was cut out with relative ease by Ryan Jack. McManus, Swartzik. Ramsden. Simon Ramsden's third season with Motherwell. Taken by Considine. High to the night sky, David Goodwillie. He thought he felt a bit of contact from McManus.
Again, McManus physical. His attempt to win the ball.
Still very much a leader. At the age of 32, he put pen to paper on a new 2-year deal with Motherwell in the close season. He's taken quite a few knocks, David Goodwillie. Lasley is discussing it with Crawford Allen.
He's in the wars a little bit, Goodwillie. This time it's Ramsden and Lasley.
Goodwillie has scored 3 goals in his last 7 matches for Aberdeen. Hayes. Sweeping ball in. Nobody there to get on the end of it.
Aberdeen were just a little bit slow to react to that diagonal up to Reynolds, who was clearly the favourite to beat Hamill.
Reynolds just dropped back now. This is Keith Lasley for Motherwell. McManus. There's John Sutton. Miserable time at Hearts. He's felt very much at home with Motherwell. He just laying it off to Ramsden. Lasley. Sutton has gone all the way back. It's been followed by Considine.
That's a better bit of play. I think John's better suited coming short towards the ball, allowing a little bit of space for Oyama to go into. Then Sutton can spin and get himself in the box.
Simon Ramsden. There's Fraser Kerr. Craig Reid, a youth player at Celtic. More recently was playing his football for Greenock Morton. Hayes comes away with it. It's Willow Flood take over.
Oh, he's been impressive, Hayes. Both ends of the pitch, his defensive duties and in the attacking third.
The distinctive running style of Peter Pawlett. Here's Ash Taylor. Optimistic looking ball. David Goodwillie didn't have the overdrive to get there. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Nothing sustained from Aberdeen, but they have the lead.
No, in the little phases of the game, they do look impressive. I think the fact that they've only got one striker up, they tend to go through the middle of the park, which I think suits them better, rather than going direct to a pair of strikers.
Trapped by Taylor. Ryan Jack. Mark Reynolds. Aberdeen, of course, still without Russell Anderson. Hearing just before the game that suffered just a slight injury setback. Just 8 matches with a knee injury. It's a different problem now, but he's hoping to return soon.
Yeah, I think he's been a big miss. Aberdeen have been a little bit sloppy conceding goals this season. I think it's due to the fact that he's not there in that back four.
So many people talking about Derek McInnes and Aberdeen needing a boost, but if you look at the last 6 matches, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. It's not bad going.
It's not a major crisis, is it?
Crawford Allen, one of the most experienced officials on the rota. Always been of the common sense school, Crawford Allen. I do enjoy seeing referees having a good smile.
A chat and a smile.
Enjoying themselves.
That is rare.
Just coming up at half-time, the always smiling Darryl Curry with Gordon Strachan and Stephen Craigan will get their thoughts on what has happened up to this point. Friday night football at Pittodrie. Not too many Motherwell fans in attendance tonight. It was always going to be thus. A long journey on a Friday, but I must say it's a healthy turnout from the red-clad supporters. Kerr, and well, it was very nearly there for Josh Law, but Brown quickly off his line to gather.
That's better from Law, getting himself beyond the 2 strikers. Need a little bit more of that. Take a little bit more risk in the play.
Just to complete the thought on the Motherwell fans, I'm sure there are many of you watching in the comfort of your living room on this Friday night, who otherwise wouldn't have had the chance to take in this game at all. So it can work both ways.
Well, I agree. Some don't.
Game of opinions. Johnny Hayes with the throw. Niall McGinn to bring it under control. He was being pursued by Josh Law. John Sutton just moving towards Johnny Hayes. He's decided not to take the throw after all. It will be left to Considine. And in front of the south stand here at Pittodrie, Andrew Considine. I do like to have Sutton back there as a defender in these situations. Sure, his brother Chris is watching somewhere. He was part of our BT Sport team at Celtic Park last night. It's going to be relatively straightforward for Dan Twardzik. Stephen Hamill. Reynolds. Quick thinking. And that applies to Twardzik as well. He really had to react. David Goodwillie high up the pitch for Aberdeen. Oyama, dwarfed by Taylor. Most people are. It's a giant of a defender, Ash Taylor. Johnny Hayes. And Scott Brown. Got it up immediately to Niall again. No free kick there. Disgruntled Aberdeen fans in front of us. Oyama and John Sutton just wriggling for space.
John Sutton just tries to turn Mark Reynolds there. Goes to Oyama here, who tries to thread it through to his fellow striker. Just can't get enough of the ball.
Motherwell looking for some sort of inspiration in attack. They are the lowest scoring team in the Premiership with just 6 goals. Actually the lowest scorers in Scottish League football, full stop, at the moment.
It's not a record to be proud of. There have been problems the other end as well.
Motherwell in 11th, at the 7-point mark at the start of play. Hayes. There's Ramsden covering up in the final minute of normal time in the first half. The game came to life early on with that Johnny Hayes goal. Aberdeen haven't truly kicked on.
But they do look the most likely in that final third. I just think they've got a little bit more guile than Motherwell.
Flood. There's good Willie. For Lasley. Rico Yama. He's able to reach it. Now again. Aberdeen supporters trying to roar him forward. It was a poor touch. And enabled Simon Ramsden to sweep up. Half-time whistle here at Pittodrie. And a delightful start for Aberdeen. Johnny Hayes with the early goal. Just what Derek McInnes and company wanted to see. Motherwell, though, not out of it. They have threatened at a couple of set pieces. But after 45 minutes, Aberdeen 1, Motherwell 0.
Following contains shocking information for WWE fans. Every fan has their sport, and every sport has its night on Sportsnet 360. 2 big nights, one sport, one destination. Monday and Friday are for WWE. Bookend your week with Monday.